Hi there, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to a late night, Monday night, October 5th update. Let's talk about what's happened so far in week 4 of the football season. I actually did get a chance to watch a little football. I mean, everyone can kind of watch it on their phone for free. You download the NFL app and the games are just there. You can't say no to that. Anyway, I did catch a little bit of football. The algorithm did not have a great week at all, but let's go over what happened. And also, we can talk about the projected scores and projected variances of the scores by using this magnifier right here. We're going to talk about how we're going to mess around with that and show you some cool things about what is happening. So, all right. So far, not including the Monday night games going on right now with the Patriots and Chiefs and the Packers and Dolphins. According to win score percentage or win strength based on the file, the video we did, this was the order of things. Terrible loss for San Francisco against the Eagles. That hurts. That's why this is terrible. Everything else was okay up into Jacksonville, which was an underdog, and they lost. That's the algorithm losing to Vegas. That's a big loss right there. Cincinnati played better. Arizona not winning against Carolina. What's his face? Teddy Bridgewater crushing it for Carolina. That was not taken into account. I got to look at that and say, hey, what happened there? Like Carolina, where did we have Teddy Bridgewater in terms of our ranking? The answer is he's actually a 0.5. So he is in there as somebody that's got a decent, but he outplayed himself, and Arizona's defense, I guess, wasn't there. So that hurts, right? That's bad. Saints win. Broncos won on Thursday night. Cowboys lose, but this is a huge score game, and I'm going to talk about scoring in a second. Colts win, but I had the Bears. I don't know why. Because of the line, I guess. I don't know. Colts crushed the Bears. That was awful. Vikings won. There was some prediction there that was reasonable. It was a really close score, and we had them by win streak. Bills win. Of course, I for some reason took Vegas because I'm silly. So let's talk about point predictions, though. All right. So not a great week because you can't lose a game like this in the Niners. But then I understand everyone. I would dislike this video if I used the video about what to play on Sunday because you would have lost with the Niners, you would have lost with Jacksonville, you would have lost with Arizona. These are huge games above 20%. And as you can see in our profit over here, this is where I keep a running profit of things. We're not positive until all the way at the bottom, which is not the way it's supposed to work. Barely right here. Tampa, which by the way, basically the file told you to take the Chargers based on point prediction. That was the other thing. Um, the file had the Chargers, but the Chargers were up in this game, and Tampa Bay comes back. It was craziness. I mean, I can't imagine being staked in those games. That must have been a crazy, crazy up and down ride. Anyway, point is, not a great week, but let's talk about how the algorithm makes itself better. Because that's the awesome thing about this algorithm is as the season goes on and you get more stats, this thing gets better. So it's more fun. Now, what I did was I added a little thing over here called projected score variance number. And what this is doing is it's saying, hey, the actual score of the game between the Niners and the Eagles was 45 points. We had predicted that it was going to be 32 plus 17 or 49 points. We thought there was going to be more. I don't know what the over under was. We were kind of close on our prediction, but we were wrong when it came to the teams. This multiplier thing here affects the projected team score until we freeze it for the week. Now, in the video I did on Saturday, which was live for the public on Sunday, I said that this multiplier had been up to 7 a couple weeks ago, and it was doing well. Well, what I did over here is I color coordinated a way to gauge how far away our projected total was from the final total. And watch what happens when you start increasing the magnifier. Watch the color over there. What happens to this? So I gotta do it right about there. We want this to be like basically be all green. If it was all green, then let's do 6.5. If it was all green, then we'd be doing a great job. That's getting better. How about 7? I told you that the magnifier 7 2 weeks ago worked well. That actually got worse. I think color-wise. This is a cool way of color coordinating some type of regression analysis check. Just eyeballing it. We could also do an average of all of these numbers and say, here is average of this right now. And let's see what happens. That becomes 1.9. We want that number to go down or get closer to 0. That's really good, even though this isn't color coordinated as well. I would imagine, although average might not be the best thing. It's not entirely true. I mean, this is looking better. What happens if we go even higher than this? 7.5. What happens then? Wow. So what does this mean? Like, let's keep going until it doesn't look better. I mean, these start to flow away really big time. Though, like we're predicting a 43-30 game between the Bills. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Let's back it all the way down to here. I don't know what the optimal number is. Nice. Cowboys putting 50 up. This game was crazy given that it had 87 points anyway. That was the final score. It was 49-38. Oh my God. Jesus. And we had predicted, this was where the prediction was originally. I'm going to mess with that to figure out what an optimal number is. Our original prediction was 63 points. They ended up putting up 87. I actually think that this is much more reasonable. That looks a lot better point wise. Anyway, all right. I've been babbling long enough about point predictions. The point is this algorithm should be able to figure out how to make itself better so that this works out better. And is there anything we want to talk about and what happened, or do we want to talk about tonight if you're still with me? Well, what I can tell you about tonight is one, it's not just tonight. It's actually just two teams. It's Pittsburgh and Tennessee are not playing. It's the Patriots because we have them favored, and I'm sure we have Green Bay favored, which is the other one. So in this sense, these games haven't been played yet. So there's no profit related to this thing. There's no payout or anything. There's just point predictions and everything else. And in this sense, we really like Green Bay to win this game in a high-scoring game at this type of multiplier. That kind of looks reasonable, right? 41 to 20 something maybe. And then this one, that's intriguing. That seems like it would be more of a defensive game that would look more like this. And be, although I don't even think the Patriots put up 22, I think that this is even lower scoring than this based on the way the Patriots defense is. When you look at the Patriots defense and this comparison in this game, what's interesting is that the Patriots are only favored in defense and they're behind in offense and margin of victory and wins and everything else. So it would just have to be their defense really holding up against Super Bowl champion, Pat Mahomes, right? So interesting stuff. Anyway, I just thought I would go over what's going on with the point prediction situation and how the Sunday games went. Not great. Not great. But whatever, it happens. Like I said, it gets better throughout the year. So, all right, good luck to everybody.